great. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Welcome back to an Ohio 7. I am Angela Jernigan, and this is
Gabby.
Gabby. Also, you're probably wondering why we're wearing these crowns.
I'm sure everyone was just
Everyone was like, why do they look so good in those crowns right now? They're two little queens. Except I'm not wearing a crown. I look like a Patrick Star right now. So
I kind of like it, though. I think it's funny that it's just a little too tiny. I like that about it.
But it gives character.
It gives something. I like the little beanie, the headphones, and then the hat. That's incredible.
Those are my layers. Onions have layers.
Girls that live in Brooklyn have layers.
But it is Gabby's birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Gabby.
Happy birthday, Gabby.
Happy birthday, Gabby. What version of happy birthday do you want? Do you want the white people version, the Spanish version, or the black people version?
I think the black people version is definitely
happy
the most
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I will be honest, though, I don't think I like any version because nothing makes me more uncomfortable than being serenaded. And I think it's kind of fucked up that we have to do it once a year.
She's lying because yesterday I literally have video evidence of everyone singing happy birthday to this woman. And she was like, oh my God, guys.
I mean, I'm grateful.
Had no idea that everyone was going to sing happy birthday to me.
I'm grateful, but it's because I'm acting so hard because I'm so uncomfortable because everyone's just staring at you and serenading you, and you just have to like do something with your arms. I don't know. I looked like I was doing a orchestra. You're going to kill me because I'm not on Do Not Disturb.
I know. I tell everyone before they come
Xavier.
on, do not disturb.
My mother.
Do not disturb.
It's my ma.
And guess what? No, do not disturb.
Okay,
Isn't that crazy?
Right now. Oh, focus. Do not disturb.
D&D.
Okay, we're back.
All my Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun, though. I had a lot of friends this year. Last year was like the worst birthday of my life, so I feel like this really made up for it.
I didn't miss this one.
You did miss this one. Yay. And that was great. Yeah, last year was kind of crazy. I was still kind of new here, and I didn't have any friends. And Angie and Jake were at a wedding, so they were gone that weekend, and I was alone, and I picked up a shift, and then my boss made me cry in front of everyone after we got into a screaming match.
Happy birthday to you.
But the best thing was that he got fired after that, so I guess it was kind of a win.
That is the best thing.
That was it. I hated that man. Me and that man beefed all the time. But yeah, so it was really nice. I had a bunch of friends come just from like, I don't know, all the 8 jobs I've worked this year.
Yeah.
And it was just really great. Angie and Emily, our other friend, they just set up a bunch of stuff, and it was a gorgeous, gorgeous little time. I realized I'm really good at doing charcuterie boards.
Oh yeah, she was flexing way too hard yesterday, but it's fine because I ate that shit up.
I know, it was all gone. That was like the best part, is that I made a shit ton of food and it was gone, and that's all I can really care about. I made margaritas.
She made these bomb ass margs. Oh my God, and she put them in pitcher form so that I could just keep all night.
They were gone. You know what? They lasted longer than I thought they would. They were very strong.
Yeah.
I took a few sips of it when I first started, and I started to get a little woozy.
And we had a good mix of people there. We have this regular Mike from downstairs. I don't know how old Mike is, but
Mike's in his 50s.
We were getting 40s. Down to water, not water.
Water.
I was glitching.
Make me sweat.
Yeah, we were getting down to water.
I
by
saw
Tyler.
that. I was like a little drunk by that point, but I kind of like saw you guys pass the people, and you were like standing on the couch. That shit was crazy. But yeah, it was really fun. I think I'm a little hungover today. Actually, I think I'm just tired. I feel like whenever I'm hungover, I can't sleep. I woke up at 8 this morning. I slept like 4 or 5 hours.
I woke up at 11. I went to sleep at 1. One thing about me, if there's a party, I'm going to go to sleep.
It's that Irish goodbye that isn't a party without Ange doing that. Because 1 minute she was there and she doesn't say anything. She just goes into her room. And then everyone's like, where's Ange? I was like, I don't even have to know she's in bed. And she's probably sleeping. And then I don't know, people were over till like 3:30 last night.
I went to bed at 1. People were blasting music, smoking their weed, drinking their alcohol, having a good time, screaming, belting out music lyrics. I'm fast asleep.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know. I don't know how you slept through that. And there was one point I had to kick everyone out. I was like, I really just want to go to bed. They're like, this early? I'm like, yo, it's like 3:30. This ain't even early for real anymore.
Literally,
you're right. It's early in the morning.
Kaycee texted us at 4:44 in the morning.
He's like, y'all still out? I said, where? The IHOP? Where could we possibly be out right now? You think we're at some German electric dance club? Yeah, like what was your vibe? Like, did you think I do I don't even do drugs, but did you think I did copious amounts of drugs to the point where I can stay out till 5 a.m.?
Because I didn't.
Absolutely.
And I'm asleep.
Not only that, he asked us at 4:41, he said, are you guys still out? Which means that he had to still get to wherever we were going to presume that we were still going to be out.
Well, he was at the club. He said, I'm going to a club with a DJ. I said, you have fun with that, sir.
He told me that he doesn't like music anymore. He doesn't listen to music anymore.
Damn, is that what getting older is like? Like you just lose the enjoyment of everything.
He's like, it just doesn't feed me as much anymore. I was like, Kaycee, what are we even talking about? I loved me some Kaycee. That man used to, I'm going to say it. I can see that.
Yeah. Oh
yeah, he used to let us into the bar when we were underage. I don't think he knew that I was 19 though. And then I turned 21. I was like, Kaycee, I'm 21. He was like, what? I was like, what do you mean?
I went to art school, and for one of Gabby's birthdays, she was still underage, or maybe it was my birthday.
It was your birthday.
It was my birthday, so my art school degree paid for me being able to Photoshop Gabby a fake ID before going out to the bar. And this thing was legit as hell. We crumpled it up to make it look like it's been a little weathered because she's had to keep it on her. It was beautiful. Gabby got into every single bar without question.
And the only time I've been rejected from a bar 2 times. One time, and they were both after I was 21, which was super stupid. During the pandemic, they wouldn't let us get the new IDs, and my ID was expired, but according to the DMV, it wasn't expired. And we went to Cincinnati, and I went into this bar that I'd gotten into before multiple times, underage, with no ID. Yeah. And I walked up there like, miss, your ID's expired. I was like, well, yeah, but it's not technically expired because this is the fucking pandemic. And he said,
what do you want me to do? Go to the DMV?
Yeah, I said, he's like, I don't remember hearing about that. I said, well, that's crazy because you're a bouncer. I feel like that's part of your job. Part of your job is to keep up with the laws, sir. And so we ended up not going in, and I was pissed. And then the other time, which now I'm actually old enough to go, we went to this speakeasy. Or wait, I didn't get in. I showed him. That was crazy. I do want to go soon. It's this gorgeous little speakeasy in LES, and Ange and Emily, I don't know why you guys were so far ahead of us, but ahead of me, I don't know what the fuck. I was smoking a cigarette. I was like, what could I possibly have been doing outside by myself during the winter? And I was like, I was smoking a ciggy, and I was waiting for you guys, and I get in, or I tried to get in. The door guy's like, let me see your ID. I said, okay. You think I look young? Okay. And then he said, you can't get in. I was like, what? I was like, I don't mean to point it out, but do you have dyslexia? Because that number is reading 1999. I'm 24 years old. He's like, it's 25 and up. I was like, I've never heard of that before. He said, well, that's how it is here. I said, well, I turned 25 in 3 months. He said, I don't care. I was like, okay. And then I had to call them and wait for them to come out.
No, we got a phone call and we're like, why is she calling us and just not walking into the bar? We're about to order a drink too. Thank God you called us, because we would have had to finish our little teacups.
Yeah. But, oh my God, you would have been. I would have just taken those to go. Honestly, I'm taking the glassware, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, that shit was stupid. But I don't think I've ever really gotten rejected from getting into a bar. When you're a 6-foot black woman, people don't tend to really ask too many questions.
They don't.
Who's gonna question
I was like,
you?
I fucking just lead stared you for a second. I was like. I remember when I first started getting to bars, I still had my braces, and I never got rejected from a bar. And this is what I've concluded: either one, I look really old, and I have been told that, which is fine.
Oh,
yeah, but I feel like I'm just gonna look this age for a very long time, But anyways, I had braces at the time, and never got rejected from bars, and I think it was because no person wearing braces in their right mind would try to get into a bar that wasn't old enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this bitch
so
has
fair.
Braces. But it's almost offensive of them being like, okay, so you're not going to check my friend's IDs, but you're going to check mine.
Yeah.
Is it because I have braces as an adult? They never checked me, which was actually kind of tight. And then I got them off and started getting ID'd. Now they're like, okay, yeah, you need to get an ID now.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Gabby.
That's okay. But you know what? I think that I'm really ready to I think my mid to late 20s, I'm about to get so hot. I think that's it. Like, I was looking at pictures of myself even from a few years ago. The glow up's been kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Gabby, I can't lie. Like, they talk about like a 25-year like quarter life crisis, but I will say 25 is when I popped off. Like,
25's kind of rocking.
Learn how to eat.
Yeah, I feel like that's how a lot of people are. I feel like it's like you just learn how to do. Is that an omen? Should I pay it back on, or should I just leave it off at this point?
The universe is like, bitch, you thought.
No.
Or maybe they're like, bitch, yes.
Maybe
this is your year. I don't know, but your crown
on.
fell off, so that's...
Oh my god, it's like stuck on my head. That kind of hurts. Get it? We're just going to leave that right. There you go, buddy. You just hang out over there.
Oh my god.
So like I was saying, I think that 25 is going to be, it's going to be rocking. Like you said, I feel like you've really had to glow up. A lot of my friends that are like, they're like 25's great. I heard 30's incredible.
I was ugly before?
No, that's not what I said at all. You were saying, I think that when you get older.
I'm kidding. You don't have to expand. She said,
bitch, don't test me. She's been testing me all day. The other day, she texted me last week and was like, don't make plans on Friday. We're going to do happy hour. I was like, okay, sick. That sounds great, Ange. I won't make plans on Friday. Did I have things to do Friday? But I made plans to go with Ange, and I'm texting her that day. I said, where should we go to happy hour? She didn't respond. I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, I picked out a place, you know. I was like, how's 6:30? She's like, 6:30. That works. I was like, perfect. It takes me like 30 minutes to get there, 40 minutes to get there. And I'm looking at her location, and I'm in downtown Brooklyn now. I'm looking at her location, and she's in New Jersey. And not like New Jersey as in close to Manhattan, New Jersey, like New Jersey, way above wherever the fuck. I'm like, she's not even close to Manhattan.
Bitch, I was in the Bronx.
She was in the fucking Bronx, which might as well be fucking New Jersey. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I just got to the restaurant. And she still wasn't there. And I texted her. I was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to wait. My phone was on like 20%. I was just playing chess on my phone for an hour and a half while I waited for her to get there.
I was driving my boss, she gets a little nervous about driving and like good driving.
And you hit a car yesterday, as she should, bro. You be playing too much in the fucking, you do go on your phone way too much in the car.
Okay, and then I didn't. And so now here you are.
The one time I wanted you to.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, it doesn't
I was
matter.
on the clock. That's different. I was working.
I'm sorry that you guys had to look at my soda water. I know there's lipstick all over it. And I know that a lot of people don't like that. It's okay. But yeah, I think that I think that 25 is going to be a good year. I hope. I sounded a lot more confident in beginning before my little crown popped off, but
will you stop hitting the table, please?
Oh yeah, you're going to hate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Stop yelling at me. Jesus Christ.
Because you don't have to edit these videos, and I do. Every single fucking tap, I'm like, you're going to sound choppy. You know what? You can sound choppy. I'll sound perfect.
Okay.
I just heard that in my mic.
Okay.
25 for me. Let's talk about the things that I accomplished at 25.
Okay, yeah.
25, I'm still 25. I just want to let everyone know. 25, I was key costumer.
Yep.
I was a costumer in general. An assistant costume designer. I went to India.
Oh, not that is an accomplishment. That's cool. You went to Ireland?
No, I did that at 24.
Oh, you went to Sundance?
I went to Sundance. I watched 2 movies that I worked on at Sundance. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
I did a lot of things. I've done a lot of things, a lot of accomplishments.
You've gotten a lot far.
So yeah, and I also got sexy.
Yeah. Sexy always. Sexier every year. I think that I think we're about to, I don't want to say hit our prime because I think it's just going to get better, but I just truly feel like it's so much different now than it was when people were like, oh man, 25, it's like over. But especially like New York, 25 is very much like the beginning, like an actual beginning, the actual start of kind of like everything. There was a lot of shit that I went through at 24. 24 sucked. 23, awful. 23, awful. Do you remember any of those years?
For me, No.
Okay, well that's fair.
They're
I had a
all,
lot of
like, a
shit going
blackout.
on, but like, I got my real estate license. I'm hopefully starting a new job soon. Okay. Hopefully starting a new job soon. Like, I'm kind of ready. Like the other day we went to we were in Soho because we were trying to find some outfits for the party, and we were like trying on these heels. We're like, oh my god, maybe we gotta be in our like big girl era where we get like nice heels and wear them to work and do all that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I need to stop having bummy shoes. Like, I'm an adult. I need to look sexy as fuck all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I want to look rich now. I think we spoke earlier. We were like, oh man, it's gonna be a, what do we call it? Nepo baby summer.
Yeah, Nepo baby summer. But like, do I have to be the Nepo baby, or can I just be the hot, rich, single,
definitely you can be whatever you want.
Woman?
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of all that really. That's my only thought that's going up in my head at this moment. But I think it's exciting to kind of see where things are going, because I look at who I was when I was 20. Mm-hmm. We were like talking. First off, I had friends. Shocking. I used to be like, I don't get why people don't want to be my friend, and I was like, I'm super cool, like whatever. And I don't know I looked deranged. I had every hair color. There's nothing wrong with having like colorful hair, but my shit was crazy. My hands always had hair dye on them. At least once every 2 weeks, I had just hair dye on my hands because I refused to wear gloves for some reason. And I just wore the most insane eye makeup. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. It was like, Gabby, I was playing eyeshadow roulette.
Going.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm like,
did look like a unicorn shit on her. Like,
straight up, this shit was crazy.
She was wearing like pastel clothes, and like, this isn't a Gabby ripping. Like,
it's fine. I deserve to be ripped for this.
She pulled up a photo of herself the other day, and she's like, "Why did you guys let me put the Colgate logo on my eyelids?"
I literally had an eyeshadow look that like Colgate toothpaste, and then like I had blue hair
the white,
too,
and the red.
And I know I looked in the mirror and I was like, I ate. Like, bitch.
She's like, you brushed
your teeth. Just in case anyone didn't know. That shit was crazy.
I'm definitely going to Oddfellows in this tonight.
Oh, I'm like the men at Oddfellows aren't gonna be ready, and the only reason people flirted with me is because it was really dark in there.
They're like, you got a little something. The fuck?
I know. And then I was like looking back at all this stuff, and I was just like, yeah, Jesus Christ, I should have just left it. And I was so scared.
And you blame me. You blame me for letting you leave the house like that. That's like, I feel like with Gabby, I had to let her find herself. I'm like a parent who watches their kid go through puberty and is like, they're just finding themselves.
And I was looking hard, looking under all the rocks, looking under all the color palettes. Looking at all the Sally's hair beauty supply.
She's like, maybe the answer isn't this manic panic box dye.
Maybe it's ColourPop. Maybe it's a new ColourPop collection that I'm never gonna wear these eyeshadows again. I'd be like, why don't people want to wear these colors? And I'm like, I'll wear them, and you should. Sometimes you just should let that go. And I remember I dyed my hair brown because I think I was just tired of dyeing it, and I'm like, this is an end of an era. Like, I was super sad about it, and now I'm like, Jesus, I look back, I'm like, I should have done that. My parents used to tell me, they're like, oh, I really liked your brown hair, and I was like, no, you guys just like don't get it. I'm like, I just like really like, I like having purple hair. I just think it like fits me really well, and now I'm like, Jesus Christ, Gabby, you let that go on for too long. That was supposed to be a phase, and you let it last 4 years. Oh, it's okay, but it's the end of an era, and that's what's.
Was there anything that you feel like now, like becoming 25, that you would tell your 20-year-old self?
Yeah, like stop talking so much.
Well, you haven't learned that yet, so anything else? I'm surprised that's your advice.
I know, and I've somehow learned to talk less. But I don't know, like talk less, listen more. I think I'm still working on that. And also just like, it's not that deep. Almost everything is just not that deep at all. Fair. Like you can just kind of chill out and kick it, and most of the time it'll be fine. And you know, you don't have to I don't know, you don't have to be so like different. Like you can just exist. You can exist without thinking about it. I guess that's what I was doing too. I wasn't trying to do anything. I wasn't trying to be anything. It was just what I liked, so I just did. And now this is what I like, and I'm sure 5 years from now I'm gonna be like, the fuck was I doing? Who cut her hair? Me. I cut my hair, and then Angela fixed it.
She would have a little bob.
Yeah, but
what's
you
your
know,
name, B.O.B.? So I like calling you Bob.
yeah. I think the other thing too is just like, I think when you're young, it's really, really easy to hate yourself. Just
yeah.
all the time. You're
Yeah.
like, and it shows up by the men you choose and the friends you're around, and it just, I think it really absorbed a lot of my early 20s, but now that I'm in my like mid to late 20s, I don't give a fuck about anything, and I'm just ready to hang out and have fun.
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I'm like, I wish that I would have had I'm the shit mentality earlier in life, because like at the end of the day, like, you were a badass fucking goddess.
Yeah, like, because what else is there?
Right?
What are you gonna think? That like, you could either be a badass bitch, be a badass goddess, or you can just be like, I'm just Gabby today. Like, it doesn't matter. You can wake up thinking whoever you want to be, and honestly, like, your life kind of reflects whatever the fuck you think you are. And earlier, I thought I wasn't shit.
Yeah.
So I wasn't shit.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, is like, if you think you're not shit, you really do manifest that into your own life.
Literally.
So like, I think what I would have told my 20-year-old self is to like, excuse me. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is to start manifesting.
I knew that's what it was
Had
gonna be.
I known that
She's
I
like,
was
if you're gonna
so
fucking do
good at
anything?
it, oh my god! If I was gonna do anything, I should have manifested it earlier in my life. My god,
I would have started this a long time
I
ago.
really would have. Like, had I known, but it was just I wasn't keeping a positive state of mind when I was younger. I like thought I was not good enough or like adequate enough, and then I grew up and was like, no, I'm actually amazing.
Yeah,
like
it's
I really am that bitch.
Yeah, like,
here I am
great.
telling you that with a fucking headphones, a beanie, and
right. Like, because when you're young, you don't even think that's an option. That's what's so crazy. It doesn't even feel like a fucking option. Like, I remember being like, damn, I'm so overweight, I'm so ugly, I'm so blah blah blah. And now I'm just like, damn, I was actually kind of skinny then.
Well, and I mean, I used to look at pictures of myself and be like, oh, like, I'm too skinny, like, I need an ass. Where's the ass coming from? And then I gained a lot of weight, and I was like, oh my god, I look like a fucking flat screen TV. And now I'm like in this in between again, where I'm like, where's the ass again? Like, where's
but it's like your body just goes through these ebbs and flows, and it just doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. And honestly, you walk in with confidence, like, people just are attracted to that. It does not matter. And I'm 100% believer in when people are attracted to energy, people hardly look at you. And I fully believe that people hardly look at you. Yeah. Because, like, I don't know, even when I get to know people, I look at them maybe one time, and after that, I swear to God, it's like my little lead paint stare. Like, I don't know what they look like. I'm not thinking about it all the time.
I think about people that I like if I was seeing someone and then I haven't seen them in a while, I feel like I forget what they look like. Yeah. Because I don't think I was attracted to like their appearance. I was attracted to like the things that came out of their mouth, their the energy, the way they made me feel. Yeah. Like, that's what essence. I was drawn to. Yeah.
100%. Just have a badass bitch essence. Yeah. And then it's just like, you don't have to worry about all that extra shit. You just don't. You don't have to be a size 2. You don't have to have long hair. You don't have to have anything. You can just do whatever the fuck you want. And believe me, people will be attracted to you. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's crazy. I wanted to talk. We're going to segue because I feel like we're getting a little serious and I'm putting my feet on there.
I know.
Okay, I can't think of what the movie's called, but I have to start doing. I have to start looking up what the fuck the movie's called.
You have your phone right there. Just look it up really quick.
It's with Anne Hathaway. It just came out on Amazon Prime. And what was it, a tag?
It's the costumer in me.
It's like a...
Yeah, I came in watching. Gabby's watching this movie on the couch. And I'm like, what's this? She's like, don't watch it. You're going to be traumatized. You're going to be triggered.
And you would have been. Oh, The Idea of You.
The Idea of You. I watched a little bit of it. I said,
and then I left. So lame. Okay, so did you write fanfics when you were...
No.
When you were in middle school?
No.
I did.
I believe it.
And they were like super misspelled. The misspellings were crazy.
I can only...
I never capitalized an I in my life.
And I would be trying to decipher that shit like fucking hieroglyphics, bro. What? You did, but you shouldn't have.
I literally... Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
I know, like, what would you have said? Like, I want to know, like, what your fan fiction was. Like,
my fan fiction.
the things you would have said.
I would write like 2 paragraphs because I would lose interest. And I'm also an awful writer. Everyone has their strengths. That is just not one of mine. I completely understand that about myself. At the time, I didn't, though. And I was in love with One Direction. And I definitely wrote a One Direction fanfic that exists on Tumblr somewhere in the deep bowels of the internet. I don't think that it'll ever be able to be found because I don't even have a login to my Tumblr anymore.
Gabby, move your foot. Literally move your foot.
Oh
I'm so sick of hearing it. You have to move your body. I don't know. Do something.
All right.
Oh, you can't sit that high, though, because I don't know where you are in frame. Okay, thank you.
Is that better?
Yep, that's good.
I hate slouching down. Good. Okay. Yeah, so I had a fanfic. Yeah, because I was in love with, do you want to guess who my favorite One Direction member was?
Liam.
That's a good guess, but no.
Niall.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, second time. I thought he was super cute.
It's like the ugliest one.
What? No. I think that actually Liam Payne looks insane now.
I think they all look kind of insane. I didn't think any of them were hot. I think I wanted to pretend that Harry Styles was hot, but like I look at Harry Styles now and I'm just like,
we're gonna talk about that later because that is gonna be my Ohio pick for this week.
Okay.
But this movie is a literal fanfic. I guess it was a novel at one point, but let me give you like a little bit of the breakdown.
Okay.
It's like this woman, she's in her 40s, recently divorced because her husband cheated on her with this like young lady, and she's got a 16-year-old daughter, and the husband buys them these tickets to go see this boy band that the daughter's not interested in anymore. These VIP tickets to Coachella, of all places. They're gonna go to Coachella. And then all of a sudden he gets wrapped up in this business trip, and now Anne Hathaway, the mom, has to take her daughter to go see these like VIP, use these VIP tickets to go see this boy band. And she accidentally runs into the main character guy, one of the lead singers, and he's like infatuated. And then they start this like whole relationship with each other, and it's just he flies her to Europe doing all that kind of stuff. And everyone hates it because he's like 24 and she's like 40. And so she's just getting like roasted by everyone in the world. And yeah, it's just really dumb. But it was kind of good. I'll probably watch it again. And the thing that really made it good, Anne Hathaway looked so good.
Anne Hathaway, sexy AF.
I couldn't stop looking at her. I couldn't stop looking at her. I'm like, I don't even think I'm watching this movie for the plot anymore. I'm just trying to look at her outfits.
Yeah.
She just looked so good.
Anne Hathaway really is that bitch. Like when you're unproblematic and I want to say, as far as famous people, when you're unproblematic as a famous person, I feel like whatever Illuminati you're involved in, they don't curse you. They're like, you've done pretty good. You minded your own business.
And it doesn't look, I mean, she's probably had work done, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
If she has a plastic surgeon, my God.
So, tell me who they are, sign me up.
Right, sign me up. When I'm like 35, I'm gonna have to hit him up. But she looked so fucking amazing during that movie. The outfits were just super great. And then the whole thing was just like everyone was getting so mad because she was like 40 dating a 24-year-old. But like nobody blinks an eye when it's a guy doing that. They're like, oh, true. Duh. Like, why wouldn't you date a 24-year-old? You know what I mean? Like, no, but in the movie, that was the big thing. And it was really silly.
My question is like, why would you want to date a 24-year-old? Okay, I get it. He's famous. He sings his little sing-songs. But like.
I look like Anne Hathaway. And I ate as hard as she did. That's what she deserves. She deserves just like
24-year-old man.
To hang out with.
About something.
Well, I don't think she wanted like a relationship. I mean, she didn't want a relationship at first. I think it turned into that. But
yeah, but like talking to someone younger than you, tried it, not fun. Don't do it. Because the thing is, they're emotionally immature.
Yeah, 100%. But most guys are mostly immature.
But like to 40 to 24. Think about that for a second.
40 to 24 is what?
Is the emotional immaturity. Like the difference
that's what I'm saying though. Like if you're going to pick someone 36, you're going to pick the hot lead singer of a boy band that's into you, that's rich and famous. I'm not going to pick the 35-year-old finance guy. I'm going to pick that guy. Like he looked really good in those like ripped up band tee tank tops. Like I'd go for that guy. And I don't think that it's I don't think it's bad for women to date younger men. As long as they're like legal or whatever. I think it's fine.
or whatever.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
I've hung out with like younger guys and it was fine. Sometimes it's nice. Like they kind of bring this new idea of stuff that you kind of don't want to get like lost with the people that you're with, because I've always been with older guys. And I hung out with a younger guy for a little bit, and it was actually like really enlightening just to have a completely different perspective on things, because that's usually like a 7-year age jump from like the ages that I'm usually with. So I don't know, it was kind of cool. I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine.
Okay, yeah,
it was fine. I'm not against it.
I didn't hate it, but I hate the feelings that I had after it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it though. I think that that's like one of the new age things, and honestly, I do think that the newer generation of men, I think they're a little bit more emotionally mature than people even our age. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't agree, but I mean, I guess I also haven't been like seeing a lot of people, so I really don't know. Like, I've been out of the game for a minute, so like I really am just kind of talking out of my ass right now. I don't know nothing about nothing. I have no feelings. I haven't felt anything in a very long time.
Okay. You mean like fucking 4 minutes ago?
Okay.
When we were watching that movie, you're like, I gotta go.
I was in the corner crying.
This is too much. I gotta go. Like, go from what, girl? You good? She's like, I have to leave. And then she stood there for another 10 minutes and just watched it.
I know, with my like arms crossed and like my hip out, and I'm just like,
very interesting.
Have some notes about this.
Oh my God, yeah. But I don't know. I think.
Wait, have you seen? And this is kind of like within the same realm. Miller's Girl or Mr.
No, I want to see it though.
Like, okay, first of all, Jenna Ortega is putting on the performance of a lifetime. That's a bad bitch. She looks hot AF in that. Like, the movie overall, weird.
Wait, why is it weird?
I was like, ugh.
Is she a teenager? Is she in high school?
I think she's a high school student. I was a little confused at first because I was like, is she in college or high school? But I think she's a high school student. Right.
Doesn't it? Like the colors and everything made it look super like colloquial.
Yeah.
You like that word?
I think she's a high school student, but it was like weird because they were like, the teacher was like just like smoking cigs and like, I don't know.
Like,
but he was like, he was definitely like, you're too young.
Well, cause she's a teenager.
Yeah, but I didn't know if she was like over 18 or not. I don't know. I'd have to look into that a little bit more.
I think it'll probably be like she was 18, but she was still in high school. If I was to guess like the timeline of it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this movie, blah, 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 blah. And like, that's weird.
Right. No, but I watched it and I was just like, this movie's a little like, it was a different perspective because she was definitely like, I'm a fucking slob on your knob and drag your
I'm in control.
Yeah, like she had the control. And then she was going a little crazy. And then he was like, we can't do this, even though like he showed up at her crib and like started making out with her, and like I was like, okay, come on.
You're like, that's a lot of like, you had to get on a bus or a train, or you got your keys, went in your car, you drove there, you looked up her address.
Yeah. No, he was like, I know where you live.
What?
And she was like, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
And then he's like, she like writes this story, and it's like based off of him, and then he's like
her for a college essay.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't know if it was a college essay. Actually,
was that what it was?
It might have been a college essay.
I feel like I remember hearing something about it,
but it was like fan fiction.
So loud. Do you ever have a fantasy about a teacher?
No.
Really? I don't know. I thought that'd be. I was when I was in high school, but we had a lot of like kind of hot young teachers when I was in high school. Like they were like 24, 25.
No,
which
wasn't attracted to them.
Really?
But they also weren't like young. Like, and also the guys that they were like bros. Like all the younger teachers at my school were like bros. And I've never been attracted to a bro one day in my life. So
never once.
Not ever once.
I guess I haven't seen you ever been like, man, that's a hottie. I've actually never heard you say that. I've never.
I wonder how he types in those finance numbers. Like, no.
I don't know. I could be into it. I don't really care that much. I just don't. I saw this really hot guy. Oh, I told you about that.
No.
I mean, I can't give the specifics.
Oh
my God. I met this man. I was like, I think we're in love and we're gonna get married.
Gabby made a man fumble the other day, and I wouldn't say he's a finance bro, but he's definitely a bro. And she had him stumbling.
No, but it's so funny, and I think that's what goes back to the whole confidence thing. Is that you can make people nervous just by being confident. Like I know, like this man. Oh my God, a fucking 10. 10 out of 10. This guy was so hot and like so confident, and I just gave. I don't know. It was so funny because after a while, you just give someone like really like good eye contact, and you kind of like are funny. You just listen a little bit. The men don't know what to do. They fold.
Yeah, I will say like. Men like that, are usually only secretly attracted to me. Like, to women like me, I would say. Like, bro-y guys and finance guys, they have to outwardly like their little blonde hair, blue-eyed women. But then they, like, secretly, like, fumble around, like, little alternative girls that look like us.
You think
and
so?
They're like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't
know.
see a lot of them with, like, they don't end up with girls that look like us. They, like,
no
enjoy being with girls that look like us. And then they end up with, like, some, like, basic
I don't know.
Becky.
I think
But I don't think any women
I can change him.
are basic Beckys. You can't change him, trust me.
I can change him.
He's like, I can't bring home a woman with a nose piercing to my parents.
I don't have a nose piercing.
My conservative Republican parents.
You know, yeah, I don't really want to
He has
do
finger
that.
tattoos? Fuck no.
Okay, yeah, I would say that between the both of us, I can hide a little bit better.
Not
But
me.
not you. You're like, you got 2 nose piercings, you got finger tattoos, you bleach your eyebrows.
He's not bringing me home to mama, I'll tell you what.
Right. But no,
Sorry.
I think
I'm hot and sophisticated.
She's
I'm
hot
a bad
and
bitch and I
sophisticated.
make my own fucking money.
Fact.
I'm doing better than most of you men.
Okay, period, Pookie.
The fuck?
Pop off.
Don't bring me to your mom.
Don't
'Cause
bring
I
your
got
mom.
words for her.
Oh.
Just kidding. I'm respectful as fuck to
Yeah.
parents. I'm
How do you feel
respectful.
about meeting parents? Are you good at it? You like it?
No.
You don't like it?
No. It depends. Like, with my ex-boyfriend, his family was, like, really cool and really nice, and I really loved them. They were super easy to talk to. Actually, all of my boyfriend's parents always really liked me.
Yeah?
I've never had any issue with them. But I also just, like, know how to talk to adults. I know how to be respectful. The one thing I think I struggle with is being shy.
Okay, yeah.
But I feel like once I step out of that stage and, like, get comfortable, then it's
Then you're on the
smooth
clear.
sailing for me.
My first boyfriend, his mom did not like me. I don't know why. I was so nice and so respectful, and
Is it because you talk too much?
I tried not to talk to her too much was the thing.
So maybe
because I
that's why
could
she
just
didn't like
tell
you.
that she didn't like me. So
Oh.
I just tried to keep it, like, short and sweet.
Mhm.
And he was one of those guys that was like, told his mom, fuck you. Like, he was bad. Yeah. Oh, awful.
What?
And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk. That's what I'm saying.
Men
Had I
who,
known.
like, cuss at their parents, like, people who just cuss at their parents in general, like,
That's so ugly.
I'll
That's so
jokingly cuss at, like, at my mom. I'll be like, but she'll be like, what up, bitch? And I'll be like, what's going on, hooker? Like, but never would I be like, fuck you, mom. Like,
Dude, that shit was wild.
ew.
And his
Ew.
mom did not like me. And I remember one time she asked me if I owned a whole shirt because I would always wear crop tops. She's like, do you own a real shirt? And I was like, I said, she didn't roast me that hard. I said,
Honestly,
honestly, though, looking back, I didn't. She was right. I didn't own a full shirt. I was believed in crop tops. So I'm like, it wasn't a crop top. It was a bra. It was a bra with a tiny, tiny bit of extra length. Like,
do you ever look at, like, girls now and, like, the clothes that they wear, and, like, you would walk out of the house in shorts and my mom would be like, I can see your fucking anus from here. And
Yeah.
I would be like, Mom, literally, no, you can't. Stop. These are so fine.
you
And
could. Spoiler alert, you could.
now I see girls, I'm like, girl, cover up.
It's
I
crazy.
can see the peach fuzz on your butt crack. Like, fucking
Get
some new shorts. Those aren't long enough.
It is crazy because I remember, like, I pulled up an old pair of these, like, shorts from PacSun that were just brilliantly tiny. Like, I don't know how they could legally call them shorts. They looked like underwear. And I was like, are these a little too long? And, you know, you'd be in school and people would, like, you know, be like, okay, I have to, like, pull them down. And I'm like, man, I have to be fingertip length is so long. It's not. Sometimes I just compare it and I'm like, that's like fingertip length is about where I keep all of my stuff at now. I'm not saying that you should, but I can understand the dress code thing just because it does make you feel a little weird watching teenage girls wear shorts where literally their butt cheeks are hanging out. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't
That's
want to
weird.
see that.
I used to argue that a lot, but I will say the fingertip length thing was really fucked up because when you're 6 foot and your arms
Yeah.
are literally you have a wingspan of 6 foot, like that's not fair when there's a 5
You've
foot
got
one
a
girl
57-inch
who's like,
reach.
yeah, she's like 5 foot one girl's like
Yeah.
and she can wear shorts because her arms aren't that long. Me, I have to wear fucking capris.
Which you wear anyways. Which now that's all you wear.
Yeah, that is all I wear.
Actually, so when
I love a jort.
yeah, but like it's just so funny because when you're young, you're like, yeah, I can do this, and then now
You're
that I'm
just so
older, I'm like, girl,
defiant.
you don't need to do that. And then here's
Yeah.
the thing: I'll be lying if I said that I didn't do it for the male gaze. I said this is for me. It wasn't.
It's never for
It's
me.
never. it was never for me. And that's the thing, like, I feel like that's another thing that people convince themselves of now is like, oh yeah, I was really doing that for me. Like when I was 15, 14, 15, I wanted people to look at me so bad. I thought I was like a woman, and they were looking at me and not in the way that they probably should have. You know what I mean?
No, I want to say, when like you say it's for me, when it's actually for the male gaze.
Yeah.
It's still for me. Because when
you're a teenager, though, that's a different, I think it's different than it is now. I think you're 100% right. I think that you can still go for the male gaze.
But the male gaze is for me.
Is for you.
It's not for the male. It's not for the male. It's the, what is it? Like the affirmation of the male gaze.
Yeah.
But that's for me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not for them.
I can see what you mean.
Because I'm not going to respond. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. You can slide in my DMs 30 times over, and I'd still be like, double tap. That's it.
That's like a little like. I guess I'm only speaking off my own experience, and that is that I definitely, when I was younger, I dressed because I wanted to, be attractive or whatever. And now that I look back, I'm like, damn, I was really too young to be dressing like that. I really was. Now I'm older. I'm like, oh, I gotta cover up a little bit,
Yeah.
But that's just what happens when you get older. You just kind of like you get more conservative with your clothing usually, just because it's more comfortable. And you're like, damn, yeah, I don't really want these shorts riding up my coochie. I'm like on a hot summer day.
Literally, when Sexy Red said, "Let that coochie breathe," I said, "Yes, girl,
please,
yes, girl."
I said I want to make sure that my thighs don't chafe, so I will be wearing something that length. I wear sheer tights now. I wear nude tights with all of my shorts.
I dress like a little boy, and you know what's funny about that is I think men are more attracted to me when I dress like a young man,
because that's what you feel confident in.
Yeah,
because
I guess you're right.
Confident
as opposed to like something skin tight and like skinny.
That makes you feel like you're like,
I feel
this
weird.
doesn't feel right. Yeah, like it doesn't feel right, so you're not acting right. But when you in your shit that you feel good in, that's why people are like, oh man, people always come up to me when I'm like looking my worst. I think it's when you looking your worst, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
because what do you have to lose? Like whatever.
I know. I walked out. I know I look bad.
Right. Like,
and I'm owning it.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I noticed that too, where I'm like, damn, this is the day I probably look the craziest, and it's the time that most people come up to you and they're like, hey. I'm like,
today you decided to shoot your shot. I'm
looking, I'm like, but yeah, I think that goes back to just like being a confident bitch, I don't know.
I love being a confident bitch. I love being like, they love me. They all love me. And then I'm like,
I don't need them to.
But
I'm like, God.
I'm like, I actually don't want them to all love me.
Leave me alone.
But it is nice. It is. Because at the end of the day, it is for you. And you wake up feeling good. You go to bed feeling good. You're like, I just own that motherfucking day.
Yeah. But just be comfortable. Wear what you're comfortable in. I guess when I was a teenager, that was what I felt comfortable in. I don't know why.
I don't think I felt comfortable in that. I think that I just was like, this is what the boys like. And the boys didn't like me because I was like a fucking giant, and I lived in a white neighborhood.
They were just embarrassed of your height. They're like, you really want to do the 6-foot test right now?
They were, oh my God.
Sometimes when I have
let's compare heights. Back to back.
I think I'm taller.
Come on.
No,
you're not that tall.
You're a good 5'10". It's okay.
I'm like, sit down.
When guys would be like, oh, I'm this tall, I'd be like, okay. I'm like, Ange, come here. I'm like, just stand next to her.
My best friend's 6 foot, so go ahead. Line up to her.
Go stand up.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Gabby's
I don't need
actually
to prove myself.
said that to a man before. She
oh, wait, when?
I forget who you were talking to, but you were like, men who I'm seeing, like I'll be with them and they'll try to tell me how tall they are, but I'm so used to talking to you and I know your height, so when I talk to them, I can tell that they're not your height.
Oh yeah, I 100% can.
So they're not 6 foot, so they're liars.
And that's the thing. I'm like, you can't gaslight me. It's like, my best friend does that all the time. First off, I don't need another person in my life doing that. Secondly, that bitch is actually 6 foot. So I know what that looks like. And you're not that. That's okay. But you don't have to keep telling people that. Like, you liar.
You think I gaslight you a lot?
Yeah. No. Yeah, you do. It's okay. Alrighty. You're really good at it. Doesn't make me feel bad. I know you're doing it. Sometimes I play along with it. But a lot of times if it's too...
Not play along with it.
Well, if it's too much, I usually tell you to fuck off, and then we're kind of good. But sometimes I'm like, I'm just going to let this one ride.
You're like, I actually want to see where this goes.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't have the energy for it. I'm like, let it rock. Let's just see where this one takes us. Some call it gaslighting. She's like maybe manifesting. What is it?
This bitch Bitch thinks she's manifesting, but she's actually gaslighting.
She's just gaslighting
herself
the fuck
and
out
me.
of me. She's gaslighting the fuck out of me. Oh my god. I don't even think I know what gaslighting means, I'll be honest. I don't.
I'm like, gaslighting? No, I'm manifesting. What do you mean?
Do you ever gaslight, Ben? Do you ever do that? Like on purpose?
No, I actually don't. I usually don't give men that much room to think
Like,
that I
get to
care
that
that
part?
much.
Yeah.
I don't care enough to gaslight a man.
Yeah, I guess that's really
I'll just stop talking to him.
that's the point. But you
Yeah.
care enough to gaslight me, and that's what's important.
Like, you gaslight me
get to
about
the
things around the
nitty-gritty.
house. I'll be like, Gabby, where's this thing? You'd be like, I don't know. You definitely had it last, and then it will
A
be in
lot
the
of times you did.
craziest, most absurd place. I'm like, literally, there's only one person who could have put this here.
It's cognitive
It's Gabby.
dissonance. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
assumed. But you're right about that. I do
Yeah,
that. Sometimes
yeah.
I just don't want to go look for it, so I just make up something. Like, I saw you had it last, so I don't have to get up from what I'm doing to start searching for it.
Okay.
All right, and we're back to everyone's favorite part of the show, which is the Ohio Sevens. That fucking church bell, bro, is crazy.
This church bell goes off at least 20 times a day, and does a 5-minute performance. So.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. I did change my shirt because I have to go to work. But yeah, so my choice today, I feel like it was fitting to do Harry Styles.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a hot take. I don't think that if you put Harry Styles in, like, I don't know, his buzz cut was bad.
Yeah.
That buzz cut was fucking bad. I don't think he's hot. I know that is such a hot take. I do not, like, he's a sexy singer. I don't think he's hot.
I don't think. Yeah. But even in his like singer outfit, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah, he was going like
why
a
are
little
your
clown thing
little
for a little bit.
overalls that far up your ass?
Dude, what was with that? I'm like,
It's
the
not
suspenders
sexy.
need to be loosened a
Yeah.
little bit. Like, that shit was fucking, you have a camel toe somehow. That shit was crazy. So, okay, I'm going to give Harry Styles in Ohio, I'm going to give him Ohio 6, just because he's like, he's tall.
I don't even think he's tall.
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
He's 6 foot.
I had the One Direction fan page. I know how tall they all are. He's 6 foot.
Sorry, I even questioned you.
Yep,
I'm embarrassed.
he's-
I apologize.
He's 6 foot. I'm going to give him an Ohio 6, although he does have a great voice, and he seems like he'd be a very nice guy in real life.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's hot at all.
I agree. I don't think he's hot. I'm gonna give him a 6. I think I can agree on that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very sexy. I don't think he's very hot.
He's not.
I
He's kind of
think
ugly, actually.
he's actually a little unattractive.
ugh, bro.
I feel, yeah. Like, I think the hair was the only thing that was really keeping him promising.
Keeping
and
him afloat.
yeah, that's pretty much all he really had to offer. So, in the uniform, not in the uniform, it's a 6 for me.
Yeah, and out just a fucking 6 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was mine. I know that's going to be a lot of hot take because some people are going to feel some type of way about that, but I don't give a fuck.
People are gonna have words.
That's okay.
His riz is cool.
He's
That's
got
about
good
it.
rates. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if I met him, I'd be like, he's hot. But
Yeah.
just from pictures alone, no.
I agree.
No, the face card declined. The face card declined this time.
The face card did decline. I'm so sorry. Apologies, Mr. Styles.
Yes,
The face card's
Styles.
declined.
Okay, who are you doing?
Mine is my other celebrity crush, Matthew Gregg Gubler.
He's so hot. I don't even know how to rate him. I think he is just sexy.
He's an icon through the times.
A
He's like a
legend.
little weirdo. I want him to take me on a date.
He plays Spencer Reed on Criminal Minds. I don't even think
Yeah.
he's really been in anything else.
But he stays relevant in my heart. I
He
follow
stays
him on
relevant, though.
Instagram. I love him.
People run into him in New York all the time, and I think everyone said he's like the nicest celebrity to meet.
He's so goofy and like
Yeah.
cool and fun, and I just want to be
His friend,
his
lover.
friend or his lover.
Yeah,
I
or
think
his
he'd
wife.
be a very sweet lover.
Yeah, I think he would be super cool. You know,
I think he would like leave little notes around the house
He
and
would.
like
Little
cookie
drawings.
breakfast and like little drawings. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he has a little book that he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he would be so sweet. Matthew
Okay,
Gregg
Ohio
Gubler.
10. Well,
And
no, I don't know. In the outfit, he could look a little serial killer-y.
You're right.
Yeah, in the
You're
outfit,
right.
like, he would look like an incel. But I think he's I think he's a really handsome looking guy. I just think, like, it's just particularly that for him, it's giving incel love. It's not good. So I'm gonna give him an Ohio 4, but like like regularly a fucking 18. That man is sexy.
I know, he's so fine. I don't even want to rate him on the Ohio scale.
He
probably would get like a 5.
Yeah.
I don't think he would do well. I think women would be like,
yeah, because I just like when he had that little middle part, he kept tucking behind his ears. I'm sorry, he was so hot.
He had the middle part, and I was like, yes.
No, but he would like tuck it behind his ears like that.
What?
In the Ohio uniform, that would be disgusting.
Oh, you're right. I thought
he was wearing a suit, so it looked nice. He's in the Ohio uniform. That shit is disgusting. No, absolutely not. Fucking veto that. I don't even want to think about it. Get that out of my. Why are we even talking about this anymore? That's crazy. All right, so he gets like a 4.5 in an Ohio scale, but he's like an 18, so it's fine. The face card isn't declining, but I just feel like he could be a little what's the word?
Perceived the wrong way.
He could be skulky. He could come across skulky in that outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But sexy every other time of that year.
Yeah, every other time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, I have to go to work, so we really got to wrap this up.
Gabby's got to go. She's got a jet.
I've been yelling at her for the last 15 minutes. So
got a blast.
Yeah, come see us sometime this month when
don't come see us. Just watch our show.
Come see us sometime this month. We're doing live studio audience. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
Could you imagine one person in the corner? They're
just one person watching.
Like,
I'm like, you can get one of our cups. No. Yeah, come check us out. Follow us on Instagram. All that stuff.
Yes.
Cheers to 25.
Cheers to 25. Happy birthday, Gabby. Woo!
Woo! Thanks. Watch, subscribe, and I gotta go catch my train. So love you guys. Bye.